Guys, once again, we're back with a GrassRoot podcast coming straight from the Ella Gardens in Kisumu. Now, our topic for today is um, everyday experiences from navigating careers and life in society in Kenya today. So, first, I'd like to introduce myself. My name is Ombima, and my co hosts are.
Orinda here.
Biko.
And Zagia.
Now, I think many of us have had colorful experiences when we're trying to navigate our careers. And I remember back in the day reading a quote that said that by the time you're 35, you'd have gone through at least 8 different careers. So I will start with Zagi at the end, and he can tell us some of the colorful experiences that he has had.
Mr. Mbima, I will just start by saying, majority of us are suffering from this problem of, first of all, identifying some of these careers that we want to do in life.
Exactly.
The belief that we had when you're growing up, wakati kuenda shule, is different with now when you've become a grown up. This is affected by, first of all, grades. Ile grade ulipata shule, and then now with whatever you want to do versus the grade you've gotten,
The reality on the ground.
the reality now hits you that you cannot go with the career you're
There are
chosen.
2 different realities.
There are
absolutely.
2 different realities. Another one is the problem of some of us, majority of us, umemaliza shule, but our parents are not capable of supporting us towards these lines that we chose when we were going to school.
Exactly.
So that again has facilitated to so many of us missing out in our careers that we had chosen. Personally, I can say majority of Kenyans are suffering from that today. Another problem is problem of choosing, the difficulty of choosing career. You have got so many people advising you. Everyone wants you to do what they did and what he feels is better. Kama mtu anakuambia, you got an uncle, alicontribute kidogo kwa education, he feels like you need to study what he studied. That is the best that you need to do. While we don't let our children, don't let our friends, we don't let our brothers choose what goes with their interest, with the skills they have.
Absolutely.
The world today is paying skills than majority of careers.
Like I remember.
You can remember somebody can today, you realize majority of persons who are doing comedy.
Yeah.
And art, let me say art-based careers.
Exactly.
Are earning big compared to those
in the past.
To others who have chosen other careers. I'm not saying other careers are not paying, but you realize if anybody is given opportunity, wakae kwa zile career zao, ile career inaenda na something that they love most, they are passionate about, then they make it in life. Now you asked me to link it up with the level I am right now. Nimefikaje. If I'm telling you, there's a lot. When I was growing up, I believed that me mwenyewe nilikuwa najua tu naenda kuwa tu pilot. I was looking hard. Because we already believe pilots were the persons to say.
Exactly.
But man, wakati nilikuwa naenda shule, then along the way, kwa seko unaona, then the environment you went into, things are just now again different.
Completely.
The subjects you love versus whatever you wanted are two
different
they are
realities.
2 worlds apart. So then I realized then this matters career, nobody should be strenuous about it. You should not give yourself stress over matters career. What you feel is best for you. Umemaliza shule, you've not made it with the course you did, you can always venture in something else that you realize is your strength.
Absolutely.
And you can succeed in it.
I mean, to add on to what you're saying, I remember like my dad, he always wanted us to do sciences. If you went to my dad and told my dad you wanted to be an artist, you better find another planet to live in.
Yeah.
Utachapwa, na hiyo artist, my dad used to tell us artists died poor.
Yes.
And which was the truth. You know, musicians, artists back in the day, they didn't earn much.
Yeah,
but nowadays, things have changed.
Yeah.
Artists, you know, you can go to your parents and tell them you're an artist and they can be proud of what you're doing because you've got a right to earn more money now than you could before.
Which is true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For me, I look at it in terms of nature versus nurture.
Yeah.
Because also career, there is what you're passionate about as a human being. Obviously, at a very tender age, it's very hard for you to develop passion because you're still exploring. Probably you're still developing.
You're not matured.
You're not matured. So I think what I can say is, first of all, I appreciate our current curriculum, our current curriculum in our schools. Whereby it's competency based.
Yes.
And I think this is the best parameter to be able to guide people on what they should do, because they try to analyze and be able to deduce what can you do best.
Exactly.
Yeah, so out of your competencies and your abilities, then the curriculum or the system is geared towards
What
pointing
you're
you
best
towards
at.
that
The best
direction.
direction, yeah.
So I think
Nurturing.
if you're not zestful about it, fine. I mean, you should be allowed also to choose from another career or
Kama
another
unapenda
field.
jembe watakusaidia na jembe.
Yeah, exactly.
Na
Yeah, if
utatoka
you,
na panga na jembe, utatoka
Yeah.
na degree yako.
Yeah, if you-
There's nothing,
there's
shouldn't be a
nothing-
big deal.
yeah. If you love football,
You
play
become a
sports
football.
into arts. Yeah. So I think it should just be an open
Open field,
open
where
field for you
people
to
are not
choose.
forced to just go one way.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Well, I'm looking at Kenya and the setup at which our parents are in and how they have brought us up and the financial constraints they have gone through. And then when it reaches your time to choose a career, and then they want to sit back and relax, it's a bit difficult for them to let you be. Perhaps in their minds, they have it that no, I know what's best for you. And for you, don't know what is best for you. So these elderly people, uncles, our brothers, our cousins who are elderly, and our parents, they already have a career path for you, which perhaps
Not-
they have not nurtured you yet through.
Not necessarily for you.
But by the time you want to choose a career, that is when they bring it. And so you choose a path, or you are put into a path that you are not prepared for.
So somewhere along the way, you probably end up not going down that
Yeah,
path.
you end up not going down that line. And by the way, these artists, these comedians, they did not study art. They
No.
did not study comedy, but they drifted along the way. Yeah?
And then they fell into that career
And then they
because
fell
of
into that career
circumstances of life.
because of circumstances of life, and,
Yep.
And so that now they are there. Most of these people, even politics, is just a career that somebody goes through, not that they were nurtured into politics.
Can I ask you a question though?
Yes.
Do you think like there are young people who, from the time they're young, they're like, I want to be a politician? Is that a choice young people make at a young age? Like someone, like people want to be musicians and all that.
Yes.
Is that a choice that the youth today can sit and be like, yeah, when I grow up, I want to be a politician?
I don't think so. No, politics comes later. When somebody is asked at a young age, what do you want to become? They're thinking of pilots, they're thinking of artists, the people they interact with, the people that appeal to their hearts, the people that appeal to the normal activities that they have daily. No, those are the people they are looking up to, or those people who are, better say, affluent in the society. Perhaps their uncles who are accountants somewhere. Now, those are the people, the careers that they think about, the things they see daily. Now, for politics, for a young person to come and think of politics, I don't remember anyone, even for Obama, who we so much resonate with because of him being a Kenyan, born by Kenyan by birth. But I've not seen a child who is asked, what do you want to become? And they say, I want to become Obama. I want to become Barack Obama. Or I want to become Donald Trump. Or I want to become some great politician. Or I want to become Raila. Now, Raila is much resonative to us, much closer to us. But I have not seen a child say that I want to become Raila. I want to be like William Ruto or Rigathi Gachagua. That hasn't come. It's runs along. I want to be a teacher. I want to be a doctor. I want to be. It becomes the profession.
Exactly. Zage, on that note, why do you think that we don't have young youth who aspire to be politicians like any other careers?
Young people are not interested in politics. I will tell you today because of the negative energy they get from that political environment. Today, if Kenya were, if politicians were to, let's say, I don't want to say that that politics as a career cannot be chosen by this young generation.
Yeah.
But truth, look at what my brother is saying there. Everyone looks up to a teacher. Why?
Yeah.
He sees that teachers really mentored so many.
They're role models.
They are role models recognized in society. Someone looks up to a lawyer. He says, "Now I want. If I grow up, I really want to be like so and so. Yeah, I can see the way he defends cases." Another person says, "No, if I grow up, I really just want to be like. I want to be a driver." Now you see someone who has been over the years. the safety has brought to the persons that has been taken care of. Let's say in tourism sector, he's been driving over the years. Somebody says, just want to be like my dad. But then you realize in politics, all of a sudden, the young generation are not interested in it. Simply because we need to ask ourselves that question, why?
Too
Why is
true.
it's not a priority to this generation? It's because of the negative energy that has come with it over time. There's a lot of disappointments along the way in that, let's say if it were to be put like as a major career, majority would rather go a different direction. Second thing, politics needs to be taken, is not to be taken as a career. Because once it becomes a career, then it becomes the purpose of you wanting to
You serve the people.
Yeah, it will be my.
It becomes
serving the people
a,
will be a problem.
it becomes a business.
It
more
becomes
than,
a business more than that it becomes.
so people look at it as a business
yes,
model.
as a business, yeah.
Nikiingia huko nitakula.
Chakula.
Yeah.
Now that notion, and then you see now the disappointed part is now a lot of things promises ifanywa hapa na haijafulfilliwa. So somebody sees it like, I don't think politics is there for me. But I'd rather go, it can be a teacher, it can be something else. They believe that these are the professions can be a very good example to the generation that they have or they're leaving behind.
Tom Ridley.
Yes.
Yep. Do you have anything to add to it? Nico?
No.
Okay, I think now another factor in today's society that's affecting a lot of the youth is friendships. I think, you have that peer pressure to be cool, to be accepted. And so there are many situations where the youth get compromised. They can fall into bad company. They start drugs and alcohol at a young age and stuff like that. So I remember like when I was growing up, I was actually much bigger than the kids in my class. So I had to now, in fact, my friends were older than me. So I hang out with people who are older than me. And they're not necessarily the best of friends, but I learned a lot of life lessons from them. So I grew up a lot. So I suppose peer pressure can be a good or a bad thing, in the sense that if you hang out with people who are older than you can learn more, and you can learn from others' mistakes. Yep. So Rinda, what do you have to say about that?
When we get to restaurants for a meal, leave alone at home where you are cooked for the meals that perhaps your family know you enjoy the most. But in restaurants, most of the time you go try new things, those things you haven't tasted, those that have big names perhaps that you have not heard of, or those that are recommended by friends. Now, you will only know they taste nice for sure. One, you will have an idea that they are nice if they are recommended by a friend. Then,
You only know how
secondly,
they taste it once you've tasted them.
but you will only know for sure that it tastes nice once you've had a taste.
So as the saying goes, the truth is in the pudding.
The truth is in the pudding, not not in the recipe.
Exactly.
Yeah. So friendship influences a lot, and as much as we tell the young people that learn from other people's experience, not from your own experience. Don't wait until you experience the bad. That is
know
when
that
you
it's
learn
bad.
to know that it's bad. But it's human nature. That which you tell me is wrong, I will only know for sure it's wrong if
If
I
you
have
serve.
tried and felt the negative effects of it. So perhaps you will guide your children, you will guide the younger generation into the right path according to your experience, and they will try to follow your footsteps. They will actually try, but human nature puts them in a position that they will have to be curious about that which they haven't tried. So while we know very well that it's going to be a wrong thing, but then we are not again supposed to judge them when they go that direction because it's human nature.
So to some extent, you have to let your kids fail. In order for them to success is about failure.
Yeah.
So in order for somebody to succeed, they have to have failed a bit to want to be successful.
That is the essence of experience in the
More or
first
less.
place. Yes. Yes. But don't guide them to failure.
No. But you
Yeah.
have to give them that leeway. You cannot be too protective.
Yes, you cannot be too protective.
Biko, what do you have to say about that?
Well, my own take is I think you have to be deliberate with friendship, even with how you handle peer pressure. Because if you look at other societies, because always, personally, I believe we have to do a comparative analysis of people who are doing it better than us, or why are we doing it better than other people. So to me, friendship is something that is very deliberate. And I think this is where I'd say as a community or as a society, we are failing because we tend to take friendship just to be a spontaneous thing. I'm going to buy something in the supermarket, I bump into someone, we become friends. Okay, fine. It can be that impulsive, but also I tend to view friendship also in terms of social value. Yeah, and I think that's why people who tend to understand it more, they even start to introduce their kids, put them in environments, put them in places where the friendship can enhance their lifestyle.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So, for example, like a growing child, if you initially in the African setup, it used to be considered a bit bougie to take your kid to a daycare. But nowadays, people tend to see that when you take your kid to a daycare, they tend to develop more than
Because
just having
interact-
him exactly because of the interaction and stuff.
With the kids' age.
Yeah, so I think friendship, we should be deliberate and very scientific about it, and I think this will eliminate some of the mental issues like peer pressure and all this kind of other stuff. It shouldn't just be
And yes-
something just to wing it. People
Yeah.
tend to
You have
just
to-
wing friendship.
I think you have to be selective, basically. You associate with like-minded people.
Yep.
And you also have to be, I suppose, snobbish
Yeah.
to some extent. If you
Exactly.
do not want certain elements in your life, then, there's no excuse.
Yeah. You have
That
to
is-
coalesce into something. It
Yeah.
cannot just be an empty kind of friendship.
No,
Yeah.
exactly. Zaki, what do you have to say?
Show
about
me
that?
your friends and I will tell you the kind of person you are.
Absolutely. Zaki, you're a very intelligent man.
If you, the circle,
Sometimes I
the,
agree.
the, circle, the circle of friends you have, the circle of friends you have shows the kind of person you are.
That's
Do
intelligent.
you know, Mr. Bima, that
That's why you're my friend, Zaki. That's why you're my friend.
Let me tell you this. Do you know
Uh,
that the friendships we build today is the social capital we have?
absolutely.
Now, if you, it's a saying that everyone has always used, that if you want to go far,
Mhm.
you want to go the farthest, yeah, you do what?
You go with people.
Eh?
If you want to go fast,
Yes.
you go alone.
Uh-huh.
If you want
But
to
you
go
want to go
farther,
Yes.
or you go with people.
Walk with people.
You go with- yeah.
If you look at the late former prime minister, why he became that prominent person in our lives is because he had friends.
Yep.
He
Absolutely.
built friends from his base. He built friends from his childhood. He built friends on a political level. He built friends outside this country.
Absolutely.
Now, in friendship, there are three things that people need to take care of.
Mhm.
Young people struggle with it today because there's this struggle of identity. Another one is that there is struggle of, apart from identity, is the friends that you are being chosen for. I believe that no parent, no person should choose friends for anybody.
Absolutely.
Are you getting?
Yeah.
Let everyone have their friends the way they want to have their friends.
True.
You want to grow as a young man, please don't have friends from the same level that you are in.
Exactly.
Have friends from lower than you. Have friends that are in the same level as you.
Mhm.
Have friends above you. Why? Above gives you knowledge and wisdom. Same level you share the same principles in life. There's everything you've seen together. Down you learn from them because down there,
It helps
there's a
you to
lot that
maintain.
now as individuals is another level. But if you only have friends that only meets your needs, you have friends that is just level
You don't
moja tu,
really grow.
You are missing it out. You don't grow. It is out of friends that people grow.
Completely.
Yes, I listened to Bima. I learned something different to what I learned from my friend Biko from Alan. And then let me tell you again, my last point on this friendship. If you go to every company, you realize they employ persons. They will tell you today we want people, but from the age of either 25 to 35. Then you start asking yourself, why not go for
Above.
persons who are experienced in this field? And now, because we talk about knowledge is power, isn't it?
Yeah.
And then wisdom. Mtu akikaa sana anajua mingi. But why don't they go for those guys who've been there in the market for a long time? Do you know the reason why?
Why?
Because the person down there who is young, that new Gen Z, that generation, understands the market at that particular time.
Yeah.
So you realize any growing company needs that young person. At the same time, at the top, they have that high-end experienced person.
Yep.
So these guys, they work out, they work together
Exactly.
to build the cornerstone that builds that company. So if a company can do this in building up friendship for it to grow and to meet its goals,
Exactly.
what about us who want to achieve things in life? I must have within my circle persons who are experienced in other sectors because I don't understand every other thing. But the
Exactly.
young people today, if I were to conclude, have got only one problem. The interest that they have is that if I can only make money, then I can have all the friends I have. No, there is no there is no friendship in having money.
No,
If you have money, but you don't have friends, you are the most poorest person ever lived
Completely.
on earth. But you have people. You may not have even a cent,
Mhm.
but if you have people, you are the most powerful person that has ever lived. So
Power
I
in the
think we
people.
need to look at it in those contexts,
Mhm.
and let's not miss it out from the word go.
Exactly.
Let's get it right.
Well done.
Yes.
Too true.
Yes.
Now, basically, my conclusion is when it comes to friendship, society, and even just life today, I think for me, there are certain things I believe in. And there are a couple mantras I believe in. The one that I've always believed in is stay hungry and stay foolish. And that was by Steve Jobs. And that to me means that in life, you should never reach the stage where you know everything. Ati unajua kila kitu.
Yeah.
You know, when you know everything, then you're useless in life.
Yes.
You know? So my parting word is stay hungry, stay foolish. What do you have to say?
Thank you, my brother.
We have discussed, and the angle we have taken is a mature angle, which has experienced the betrayals of friendship, the wrong directions, the negatives of those friendships and the good ones, and has discerned which friend is right or good for me and which one is not right for me. Now, but the young person is still trying to develop their social, their
Yeah.
intellectual,
Yes.
and their emotional being. And so it's quite difficult to actually just tell them
Navigate
that,
through.
you know, this is right. No, they're still developing.
Let it be.
No, be in their life
Yes.
as a guide, but don't
Don't hinder
direct
them.
them. Yeah, you just let them experience
Manage
it.
but don't control.
Yes, manage but
It-
don't
it-
control.
I think there are two different things. Controlling, you don't give people space to grow, but manage, where they go wrong, you give your
You
advice.
give your advice.
And then
Yes.
you let them, since they're adults, they can
Yes.
figure out what is right and what is wrong.
Yes. Let the young person enjoy their childhood.
Yeah, that's true. I think I also, in the same tone, I agree with what they've said. To me, I just look at it from a very basic conservative point. Get social value, get some value out of your friendship. Because I think even if when you're young, or maybe when you're under 18 years, obviously the kind of friends you get to keep in some way, they'll be controlled by your guardians or your parents because they will determine where you'll be hanging out and who you're going to be hanging out with. So I think as parents also, for those who are parents, they should be able to get some value for your children. If you're a grown up, get some social value out of, because now we also have social currency. This is what you exhibit. Like, for example, when you're seated, the four of us here, we have different social currencies. Yeah?
Absolutely.
And perhaps what I can purchase with my currency is way higher than the next person. So in whatever friendship that you have, just have some value out of it.
Yeah, well done, Biko. You sound like a man who has many children.
Yeah, I do actually. I have one. I have
He has made it so nice.
That one must be a difficult one.
But he's a good guy. He's a good guy. No, you see now, just to I don't know what he's saying. Yeah, let's not be limited with the kind of friendship we want to build.
True.
Yeah, some of us have reached the level we live today because of friends.
Absolutely.
Yeah, we are not saying that relatives cannot build you. You can have friendship within your relatives. You can have friendship within your family, because friendship extends. It's not just you having somebody outside the bracket of your family. Your uncle can be your friend. Friends can also be mentors. You can
Absolutely.
have someone who is your friend, but he mentors you.
Yeah.
So my last advice, and even what to contribute on this topic, is to secure to limit.
No.
Extend hand to that brother, that sister of yours. No, despite the fact that even if it's a lady, so what? They might be having what you don't have.
Yeah.
Completely.
Actually, when you have someone who is cool, like women, they are so good in giving you directions, even whatever you didn't know, they can advise you on what the direction you need to take in
Absolutely.
that line. So let's not limit ourselves. Let's extend friendship to any level, and then we will grow. And social capital will be very huge.
Thank you very much.
Thank you so much.
I think that just to add on to that, I remember this saying that goes, we're born with our family. Thank God we can choose our friends.
Yes.
So, guys, this is not a podcast.
It is
Right,
a
it's a
movement.
movement.
It is a
It's a
movement.
movement.
It's a movement.